What if I told you that some of the most legendary racetracks in history no longer exist? Tracks that once hosted Formula One, NASCAR, and the greatest drivers to ever live, now abandoned, crumbling, or turned into shopping malls. These aren't just forgotten pieces of asphalt. They're lost chapters of motorsport history. Here are 10 iconic racetracks the world left behind. Number 1. Riverside International Raceway. Active from 1957 to 1989, this California track was a desert battleground that hosted everything from NASCAR to Formula One. Drivers feared its high-speed turns and tight S's. But as Southern California grew, the land became more valuable than the racing. It was bulldozed to make way for a shopping mall. Number 2. Brooklands Circuit in England. This was the world's first purpose-built racetrack, opening all the way back in 1907. It wasn't just a racetrack. It was also a hub for early aviation. But when World War II began, Brooklands was bombed heavily and never reopened for racing. Today, what's left of it is preserved as a motorsport museum. Number 3. North Wilkesboro Speedway. This North Carolina short track was one of NASCAR's original jewels. Active from 1947 to 1996. Legends like Dale Earnhardt and Richard Petty made history here. But it was abandoned when NASCAR shifted to larger markets. The track sat in silence for decades, until a small revival effort brought it back, briefly. Number 4. Ontario Motor Speedway. Nicknamed the Indianapolis of the West, this massive California oval opened in 1970 and could hold over 100,000 fans. It hosted IndyCar, NASCAR, and even Formula One testing. But despite the hype, it never made a profit. In just 10 years, it was gone, replaced by warehouses and office buildings. Number 5. Reims-Gueux Circuit in France. From 1926 to 1972, this track was one of the fastest in Europe. Long straights, wild speeds, and classic F1 battles defined Reims. But safety concerns and noise complaints from nearby towns forced its closure. The haunting remains of the pit buildings still stand, frozen in time. Number 6. Trenton Speedway in New Jersey. With a unique kidney bean shape, Trenton was home to IndyCar and NASCAR from 1900 to 1980. Its high banks and unusual layout made it a fan favorite. But when attendance dropped and money dried up, it was shut down. Today, it's just another business park. Number 7. Autódromo de Sitges Terramar in Spain. This is one of the most insane ovals ever built, with brutal, almost vertical 60-degree banking. It opened in 1923 and lasted one race. Financial ruin and poor design shut it down immediately. But here's the kicker. The entire track is still there, hidden in the countryside, decaying. Number 8. Nivelles Bollard Circuit in Belgium. This F1 grade track opened in 1971 as a safer alternative to Spa-Francorchamps, but it never caught on. Financial problems, a lack of fans, and constant safety complaints doomed it. By 1981, it was closed. Now, it's an overgrown shell of what could have been a racing capital. Number 9. Nazareth Speedway, Pennsylvania. This was the home track of the legendary Andretti family. Active from the early 1900s to 2004, it hosted both NASCAR and IndyCar. But after being bought by ISC, it was quietly shut down. Today, it sits abandoned, the grandstands rotting, the asphalt cracked, nature slowly taking it back. And finally, number 10, Montjuic Circuit, Barcelona. This F1 street circuit ran through the hills of the city. Tight corners, brutal elevation, and zero margin for error made it both beautiful and deadly. It hosted the Spanish Grand Prix until 1975, when a tragic crash killed multiple people. F1 never returned, and the circuit was permanently closed. These forgotten racetracks tell stories of danger, glory, and sometimes disaster. Some were killed by money, others by tragedy, but all of them helped shape the motorsport world we know today. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to explore more racing mysteries, myths, and motorsport history, hit that subscribe button for daily uploads. This is Speedway Secrets, where racing legends live forever.